The public has spoken over and over again, and they keep getting ignored. And again, that means we need to get back to really governing. I cannot speak for the entire caucus at this point because we're still waiting to see if the Senate Republicans are even going to actually bring this bill to the floor.
Carbon pipelines and the use of eminent domain is seeing a new approach with a piece of legislation advancing through the Iowa Senate. Now, that was Senate Minority Leader Pam Yocum from Dubuque just this last Thursday discussing a bill that would give landowners back-end protections, but eminent domain has been the talk of the town for several years up at the State House, with previous bills failing to make it through the Iowa Senate. So joining us this morning to discuss the proposals of the past and present is Jess Mazur from the Sierra Club Iowa chapter. Jess, thanks for joining us this morning.
Yeah, thank you for having me this morning.
Before we get into the present, let's go to legislation of the past. A bill failing twice in the Iowa Senate, not even seeing a subcommittee last year. It would have given it would have required voluntary easements along a carbon pipeline route for 90% of that route, and then the last 10% eminent domain could be applied. That's a bill I'm sure you all were loving seeing over the last couple of years.
Yeah, well, we prefer something that just banned them outright, but we were very happy with a 90% threshold bill because Summit is far away from reaching that 90% threshold because we still have about 25% of landowners, over 800 unsigned easements across the state.
I've been up in Wright County as well, too. The maps along that line. That 90% threshold was a tough number to find. You can see the map right now for us. So now getting to the present, a bill just making it through a Senate subcommittee. Like I said, that previous piece of legislation never made it through a Senate subcommittee.
No.
So this is the farthest an eminent domain protection type bill has gotten. It would enable landowners or pipeline companies to seek judicial review of that permit requirement process, along with allowing landowners or companies to be able to challenge too once a state official makes a decision on that permit. How do you guys feel about, I guess, those protections compared to the bill that we just talked about?
Well, we still want something stronger, but this year we think that this bill might have a chance because it's not actually stopping the pipelines. It's balancing the process for landowners throughout the Iowa Utilities Board and eminent domain process. And so we know that if Iowa Utilities Board approves Summit and we want to pause construction while we appeal and wait for a judge's decision, we know that right now we have to put up, a huge bond, potentially hundreds of millions of dollars. So this would balance the appeal process by removing that monetary requirement because none of us are multimillionaires and can afford a bond, and we want to be able to stop construction to protect our rights.
What's your hope of this bill? Like I said, it's made it through the farthest an eminent domain piece of legislation has. What's your hope for this bill?
Well, I hope that this bill makes it all the way this year. We've been up there every single week for 3 years with landowners. We've been attending legislative coffees, writing emails, making phone calls. And I think it's shown that, our work is working because we're getting the bill farther than it has, but we still have some challenges. We have Senator Whitver, we have Governor Reynolds. We have to convince the chair of the committee to bring the bill up. So we definitely have a lot of work to do, but we're not stopping.
Yeah, what would you say? I mean, is that the biggest challenge? Is just some lawmakers currently up there at the State House, or what's the not last hurdle, but what are some hurdles that you guys need to jump?
It's definitely leadership right now is our challenge because we saw the bill go through the House with 86 votes, so we know that it has bipartisan support. Even the Des Moines Register, when they did a poll, had 78% of Iowans opposed to eminent domain for carbon pipelines. So we have to get through a few people who are kind of standing in our way, and that's Senate leadership and the governor's office.
Just got a last couple of questions for you here, too. Why don't you be able to describe to some of our viewers, too, that may not own a lot of property, have family farmland. Is there a story or some type of sentiment that you can give viewers here?
Yeah, so there's a lot of reasons that people are against these projects, but the one we hear the most is that this is a private project that's making private profits trying to take people's land with eminent domain. We know that these pipelines are incredibly dangerous. They're really close to our homes and our schools and our towns, and if the pipeline were to rupture, people could die. We don't want our public money funding these private projects. And we think we're really nervous about the amount of water that these projects are going to use. At every single ethanol plant the pipeline hooks up to, they're going to have a water withdrawal permit. And Iowa's already in severe drought. We have towns across the state that are struggling to meet their water needs. So we need to think wisely about, is this project good for us? And I think it kind of boils down to that, is we get all of the risks, but Summit's going to get all of the rewards from this.
We'll have to see what happens, too. The State House should be wrapped up on Tuesday. That's the 100th day of session. Just got to make it through the Senate floor before it can be signed by Governor Reynolds into law.
Yeah, we'll be up there on Tuesday. Anyone's welcome to join us, and we're going to keep pressuring our senators to do the right thing and stand with Iowans.
Absolutely. Jess, they're up there every day, too. I see them there every day at the State House. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Yeah, thank you very much
Appreciate
for
it.
having me.
Hey, we got the Drake Relays coming up here in 2 weeks, but high school athletes are getting a head start. Sports, that's next.